Yo, what up, Butch? Ashley, how's it going? Welcome. We're gonna get to the questions in a moment here. We might do something a little bit different. We might lock in a future. People want to lock in a future today. Maybe we lock in a future. Who knows? Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Brooks. Let's get it. Hope everybody is ready. War on Vegas once more today. Fresh day, fresh slate, fresh money. Let's go. Great Tuesday morning. Great Tuesday coming, Hubert. Betting on NBA. We do a little bit. I got nothing today up for NBA, but we do a little bit here and there on NBA to keep it fun, keep it interesting. But we're finding a lot more value. Uh, all right, Levi, that's valid. Shout out to your wife for establishing bankroll management. AJB, what up, fiend? Locked in all the bets from the SoBet. Let's eat Mendoza. Can you give me a lock for NBA today? I'm always open to a lock. Feed me, Daddy. O's winning. We'll talk about it. Yo, TS81, how's it going? If someone says a lock, someone says they got a lock, who am I to decline? Guardians money line. I looked at that a little bit. It's not one of our plays, but I do like that. I really don't trust Hauser. Carrasco's been a little bit better this year. I didn't like him with the Mets, but he's been better this year. Not good by any means, but a little bit better. And the Mets offense has been weak. Vegas most wanted. Let's go. O's, Astros, Brewers. Interesting. Is that a leg you're talking about? All right. Aaron Smith over 9.5 points. He promises come back tomorrow and show it hit. Austin promised. I'm screenshotting. I'm screenshotting a promise from Austin. All right. Everyone know. Austin said it. Let's hope it hits. Got me freezing my screen on the screenshot. Sam Hauser over 1.53s plus 145 said Sports Act. People are feeding me the locks today. I don't mind it. Javier goaded at home. Astros minus 1.5. Astros minus 1.5 is decent. That obviously collapsed yesterday in a 7-run fifth inning, but it's decent today. In 7 days back, let's get it. D-backs are LA. We like LA again, but not much value on LA, so not taking it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a sweaty, and I mean literally, not metaphorically on these guys, nerfy today. Nerfy today, Cincinnati, Padres. That's a decent nerfy today. Now, ball could get out of the yard. That's the only thing we're worried about, but I like that. Angels worst versus right-handed pitching. Yep. Astros Bulliard plus 578. Hate to see it. And they were up big, too. It's disgusting. Royals, Moneyline Tigers, Marsh on the bump. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Texas and Philly under 8.5. I lean under, Breach. Not one of my plays, but I definitely lean under. It's hot as hell in this apartment today. I'll tell you what. I can't take my phone off the stand, so I won't show you, but I'm right by the window. Beautiful view, everything, but the sun coming off the glass is crazy. Astros cell was disgusting. So yesterday, we had Padres. Fortunately, it was 2 units. So yesterday, Padres, great electric comeback, and then the Brewers melt down in the 9th, and then the Houston blows a huge lead. Yankees, Dodgers, Brewers, Guards, Phillies, moneyline parlay. 5 legs. I think it's got too many legs. I liked all of the legs, but it's got too many. All right, fine. The view, it's not like crazy, but look at the heat coming off that thing. Look at this dude working out here. There's the view, Austin. There you go. Houston had a huge lead. Am I from Vegas? No, I'm from Buffalo. I'm from Buffalo. I'm in New York now. Yeah, the view is nice. The heat coming off it is crazy because I can't do AC while I'm on live or the audio will be absolute trash. Everyone told yesterday baseball crazy. We've been feasting though. 5 straight winning weeks. We start out the week 1 and 2, but we hit our 2-unit play, so we're down 0.35 units. Who cares about it? Yeah, I know about Olean. I would go there for basketball in high school from time to time. Clark Schmidt, 6+ Ks. We like that, Ariel. Talk to you about the Dallas Stars. I can't talk to you about the Dallas Stars. I don't know NHL, but if you sign up on SoBet, you get access. Excuse me, you get access to the whole app. So we've got NHL cappers on there. No way, Sports Addict. What are we doing out there? Do umps not have discretion on runner scoring on a ground roll double roller to the fence? It's always 2 bases. It's always 2 bases. Doesn't matter how automatic the runner would have scored from first. It's always 2 bases. PRZ, what up? Someone help with the Reds, please. Dude, they might be all right today. Yankees bullpen blew it, and that's surprising. Yankees bullpen's usually strong. That was sad. O's money line. We'll talk about that in a second. Nice, Sports. Take a look at the Cubs. Think they got first 5 Kierstein thoughts. It's Assad on the mound, right? I think there's value on that. It's not one of my plays, but I do think there's value. Yeah, that's totally fine, Minute Maid. It's totally fine. If you go to my profile and you hit my link, you get the discount you get for $10 a month. So go to my profile, hit the link tree. Top link is SoBet. You get all my plays every single day, and you get the discount at $10. You also get access to the whole app. Doesn't matter if you're in Canada, Mexico, anywhere. You're good to go, baby. You're good to go. Cubs can't hit. Agreed. Can't wait till I get served with papers, Sean. Who's serving me the papers? Vegas? Rock, I found the pro gambler part. Braves late night followed by doubleheader, then travel day. Exactly. And the Cubs. The Cubs are throwing Assad, who's very nice. He's pretty undervalued. I'm not saying that's one of the plays, but we do like it. What do I think about Phillies Dodgers parlay? Listen, I'm not a big parlay guy, but Rangers Suarez, we're gonna ride. Sean Dog. There you go. Pin the comment so everyone can see how stupid Sean Dog looks. Brewers Astros bounce back today. I don't believe in bounce back in MLB. I don't think that there's like vengeance games. I don't think there's bounce back. I don't think that's like a really strong lean. In terms of how they play today, we have to look at it as on an individual basis. That's how we have to go about it. Rocket, why do I promote gambling? Insanely addictive and everything. I actually talk about using good betting habits for people that are doing. I talk about good betting habits, not to fall for Vegas's traps. How to use bankroll management. How to establish discipline so you can win in the long term and not do that. No money line today. The way the board looked today, not a ton of value on the board today on the money lines. We're gonna go with the 3 best value plays no matter what. That's how we're doing it. Yeah, betting's addicting as hell, 100%. What app do I use? I use all the books, but I'm banned from a handful of them. But it's important to use all the books so you get all the lines on all the different books and you see which one has the best value and you use that one. There is a money line play today. Yep. I'm just saying we're not heavy on the money line. TP3 wants to talk about Cardinals. Shout out TP3. Go ahead, give him a follow for MLB and also for NBA. Exactly. For winning too much and for talking about it publicly and telling people stop falling for Vegas's nonsense. Let's go, you. Let's go. For talking about not falling for Vegas's nonsense. The biggest thing that Vegas wants you to do, it's not about the specific picks. It's about they want you to have horrible betting habits. They want you to risk it all every day. They don't want you to have bankroll management. They want you to go crazy, parlay stuff, bet every single boost, every single promo, live bet all game long. They want you to bet as much as possible, as frequently as possible, as recklessly as possible, as inconsistently as possible. That's what all the ads are for. That is why they're investing so much in advertisement. They just want you to bet all the time. That's their goal. Bet all the time. What up, Brad? Orioles -1.5. All right. A lot of people asking Orioles. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about yeah, I hear you, Brad. We're going to talk about the Orioles, and we're going to talk about the Cardinals. And for everyone who just wants all my plays, they're up on SoBet every single day. Go to the link tree, hop on SoBet, get it. Suarez over 5.5 Ks is decent. It's decent. We do love our guy Ranger. One of the best pitchers in the MLB right now. We also talked about Cubs Braves. Like I said, I think there's some value on Cubs. I don't love it. I don't take advantage of no sweat bets. No sweat bets are fine. I say take the no sweat bet, like the free deposit when you start. I do it on one book. I do the opposite on the other book. So I hedge them against each other. I lose the juice and I bank the free bets. I talked about that. I've made videos about that. If you go to my profile, there's books available by you. You download all the books. You get all the bonuses. You hedge the books. You hedge the bonuses against each other. And then you should have all the books in general because when I post my plays on SoBet, I say, this is the value we got it at. This is the units we're risking. And this is the book we got that on. Yeah, can't wait for the forced public apology. Sean Dogg's big mad. Big mad for a guy who doesn't want to show his face. I understand. Silver Street Reef, appreciate the follow. Run those follows up. Run those follows up. We get to 50 follows, and I'll share another free play from the SoBet today. Doing any NBA on SoBet today? I'm not, but you can filter. You could filter on SoBet by sport, and you can get all the NBA guys, including TP3, by the way, who's in here right now. Esteban, appreciate the foul. 48 more for another SoBet play. 48 more fouls. Blake, appreciate the flames. Run it up, baby. Have I given a free play today? Yes. We like under 3.5 in the first 5 innings of the Blue Jays game. That's the play we're on for the first 5 today. Blue Jays game, first 5, under 3.5. Appreciate the follow, Whiskey Josh. Appreciate it. I'm actually going to read that play from my SoBet so you guys get an idea. Let's get a prop wheel. I'm going to talk about what a play on our SoBet looks like. Well, I'm going to give an example right now. I'm going to show you what that first 5 under 3.5 looks like. And if we run up those follows, if we get to 50 follows in here, I'll share another play from that so bet. Anyway, this is the Blue Jays one. Blue Jays White Sox. The play is Blue Jays White Sox under 3.5 total runs first 5 innings. We're getting it at -110. The book is DK, where we're getting -110. We're risking 1.1 units to win 1 unit. Okay? I'll say it again. Blue Jays White Sox under 3.5 first 5 innings. -110 on DK, 1.1 units. Official play, Zach. Anything I share in there, those are the plays. It's Yusei Kikuchi on the mound. He's having a great season for Toronto. 2.6 ERA, 1.1 WHIP, a 231 expected batting average against. Chicago is by far the worst team in baseball against lefties in 2024. They're 30th in average. They're hitting 196 against lefties. That's sub 200. That's disgusting. 30th in OPS and 30th in weighted run creation. That's against lefties in general. And Yusei has been nasty. Sorry, I gotta keep pinning these comments. Garrett Crochet is thrown for the White Sox, and he's been gross this year. 1.01 WHIP, 181 expected batting average against. Toronto struggling against lefties. 20th in average, 192. 27th in OPS and 28th in weighted run creation over the last 2 weeks. We're looking at a low scoring game. We're riding on the under 3.5 because we want the first 5, so we focus on the starting pitching. Crochet is an ERA above 4. We don't care about ERA. We care about expected ERA. We care about WHIP. We care about expected batting average against. ERA is all over the place. It's not very strong. It doesn't really give us a good read on what we should expect based on the ERA. What we're looking at is more advanced metrics that actually give us a good reason on what sort of run creation we should expect. That's why I look at weighted run creation for the other teams as well, against lefties specifically. And then you also consider the fact that he's better than average lefties. His numbers are well above the average. Sean Dog is going crazy delusional in the chat right now. He's having dude came to my chat to have a mental breakdown. Just in the midst of we're all talking picks, we're kicking around plays, we're talking about the slate for the day, and dude is just by himself having an episode. Dodgers, I like Dodgers in this spot, but we don't have good value on it. Need a pick to put Celtics -10. I got you. Listen, I'm not the parlay guy, but I know he subscribed. He put notifications on for the live. Blue Jays are betting against lefties and righties. Blue Jays have been tough just in general. They're hitting. Big Padres fan here. Concerned about Musgrove's first inning struggles. It's a shorter sample size. I know it's been enough for us to raise some concerns. I generally like him. I actually like the Nerfy in this spot today, so I'm not particularly concerned about it. I think it's more coincidental, especially when we talk first inning. That's such a specific thing. The Brewers money line today it's not one of the plays. It's okay. Anyone on SoBet do college baseball? Yeah, we got a couple. You could filter by sport. It's not a lot for that, but there is some value you can find. Yeah, Brewers. Sick finish. But anyway, in terms of Musgroves, I still like him. I like his stuff. I like his command. And that's what I'm leaning on. I'm leaning on the eye test when I watch him. I still expect him to do well. Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers, money line. Leave the Brewers out of it. If you want to do a 2-leg parlay and you want to do Phillies, Dodgers, I understand. Joining SoBet, you can see other people's pick. Yeah, you get access to the whole entire app. So you can filter by sport. You can look at other cappers. You can follow who you want to. You can just go through the general feed. But yeah, you get access to the whole entire app. Guardians or Mets. We definitely lean Guardians in that spot. Parlay all the favorites. Yeah, let's do a 15-legger. I'll post it on Twitter, but I'm going to do an MLB exacta today just for kicks. Do not recommend, just for kicks, doing an MLB exacta. Guardians are nasty, and we don't like Hauser at all. He's got a 7.44 ERA. We were just talking about how we don't care about ERA, but he's got a 1.84 WHIP. 1.84 WHIP. Let's go. See, guy, if it's saying $14.99, you're not using code PD. Use code PD. Sean Dog, I know what defamation is. I also know what the law is, and I understand that people like you that go, you're going to get sued for this. I have probably 5,000 to 10,000 comments saying you're going to get sued when I tell a story about some famous person. And guess what? It's never going to happen because it won't happen because what I've done is not something people can sue for. If you had any sort of understanding about the legal world or just the world in general, you would understand that. And it's fine if you want to live in this little pretend world where you're going to come on with a made up name and a blank account and continue to say these comments about how the Catholic Church is going to get me and I'm going to be scared by that. That would be a wonderful fantasy that you would wield that much power, but you don't. And that's fine. It's fine. I don't have control over the Catholic Church either. I can't sick the Pope on people either. So it's okay to live in reality. You can give it a try and it'll be fine. I promise you. Promise. I do have one piece of advice for you. Hop to my links, get on SoBet, get all my plays every single day. Now you've got a little bit of money. Now maybe you can afford a lawyer. Now maybe you could sue me personally yourself. That is the better option I have. Phillies, Yankees, Cubs, Dodgers, one night. Bro, 4 legs, doggy style? Come on, dog. What are we doing? It's not that I hate the plays. I hate the amount of legs. And we also have to talk about how many, it's MLB. It's MLB. There's a lot of variants. We don't want to do 4-leg parlays. We don't do parlays in general. Occasionally there will be a 2-legger, usually like a same game parlay with alt line situation like that where we can find value. But in general, parlaying MLB is not the move because we're going to launch so many plays throughout the course of a season. Literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, over 1,000. David Z, happy birthday. So, Cold Freeman, we're going to talk about in a second. So to do a parlay to get a one-off spot like that, is it worth it? No, just pile up wins in the long term, pile up units, pile up a winning week, a winning month, and so on. Yes, sir. David Z's birthday. You know we're going to feast for David Z's birthday. You know it's going to happen. And everyone who wants to ride with us, hop on the SoBet, get involved, baby. Get involved. We got plays up every single day. I already shared one of them. If we get 45 more fouls in here, I'll share another play from my SoBet slate. We haven't been fouling. We've been in here. We've been threatening me, but we haven't been following me. And that's, something we should change. Shout out Bryce DeGroat. Give him a follow if you want quality NFL content. Good to see you. Nick Sandman is that guy's dad. Will Newton, what are we talking about? Question for me about expected value. Hit me. He laid out the plan, Sean Doug. C-Lane, appreciate the follow. We need 44 more. The first play is the under 3.5 in the first 5 innings of the Blue Jays-White Sox game. Catholic Church minus 1.5. That's what's up. Mendoza's taking the Pope. He's taking the Pope run line. Someone had a question about expected value. I'd love to get into it. Shout out to the Twitch or the Twitter stream, Cold Freeman, KC Nerfy. I don't hate that. We'll talk about it. But if you're on the Twitter stream, you can see the odds chart screen, and that's something we use to do EV calculations. Is it better for the percentage high or low in the green? The higher, the better, Scott. So the expected value works like this. I'll give simple numbers. Say there's a 55% probability of a play hitting, and you're getting plus 100 odds, meaning you're getting even money. If you risk 100, you get 100 back. Then there's a 5% positive EV value in that, because if you risk $100, you're getting 100 back, but it's 55% likelihood of hitting. So there's a 5% gap there. So basically, if the probability of something hitting is greater than the implied probability of the payout, you have positive EV. Now, most plays are negative EV because Vegas stakes juice. It's minus 110, right? So $100 gives you 91 back. And if it's a coin flip on the spread, that's separate, bread-minded, if you want props. But on the main plays, you don't have to. Main plays, if you're on SoBet, you go to my profile, you'll see all the main plays. Anyway, so if a normal play, say an over-under was truly 50-50, you've done no analysis, you had no idea it's 50-50, there's a negative 9% EV, right? Because $100 wins you 91. So if you did that long term, you're going to win 91 half the time. You're going to lose 100 half the time. So sorry, it's split in half. It's minus 4.5. SoBet's really made you. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's wrote on SoBet. Shout out to everyone who's made money with us on SoBet. Shout out to everyone who's learned bankroll management with us on SoBet, who's learned discipline, who's learned how to find value, to look at plays in the long term, to not think about one day or one play or whatever, not to chase losses, just to put out your plays, lock them in, let it go for the day, and try to win a week, win a month, win a season. Justin, appreciate the follow. 42 more follows. I love it, Byro. Love it. 42 more follows, and I'll share another play from the SoBet. Giants money line is strong, George. We like that. Under 3.5 for the first 5 Sox Jays. Yes, RL. That's a play. And again, if we get 42 more fouls, I'll share another play from the SoBet site. Boston under. We could talk about that. We can talk about that game in a moment. Someone was asking about KC Nerfy. We'll talk about that. Let's look at Boston. Let's look at the under in the Boston game first. I know I got a lot of questions to get to, and we will. We will get to the questions. Orioles and Astros money line. We can talk about that. DH, appreciate the follow. We need 41 more fouls for a free play from the SoBet slate. Royals under 8.5 is decent. Am I rich, Cam? Um, I don't think so. RL, appreciate the follow. We need 40 more follows. 40 more follows. Run those numbers up. Let's get it. Nerfy White Sox game and Phillies game. We like the under in the first 5. Under 3.5 for the first 5, J-Mar, instead of the Nerfy. The Nerfy's fine, but we like under 3.5 for the first 5 in that game. Seth, appreciate the follow. We need 39 more. All right, we're talking about the Red Sox game now. Someone asked about the Red Sox. Red Sox Rays. Now, the Rays unders had been feeding us for a while. The Rays unders had been feeding us for a while, but they've been doing a little better. Give me an easy bet, 80% sure to win. Cam, 80% likelihood on a bet to win. What world do you live in? Come on, bro. That doesn't happen. That doesn't exist unless you want to pay like minus 600 juice, unless you want to take Celtics money line. Almost Fridays, and almost. We're getting there. We're cooking. Every day's a Friday for me. Guys, don't look for locks. Don't look for 80%, which one's 85%. Look for good plays with good value. 60% sure to win. You know what? The Giants' money line is strong today. I could put 60% on that. I could say that win hits 3 out of 5 times. Just took Celtics money line. Let's go non-active. Let's take care of business. All right. So this Red Sox Rays game. We'll talk about Brewers in a second, Colby. I got you. But this Red Sox Rays game, we got Little on the bump for the Rays. He's got a 1.31 whip, 48 Ks and 49.2 innings. I really hate his arm action, and that makes me think lower of him. His numbers are fine, but he's really light. You're not putting your paycheck on anything, brother. We're putting in single unit plays, 1 to 2 units, bankroll management. What do I preach? Your money, you do your thing. Good luck to you. But the play I shared earlier, let's go viral, let's get it. I said let's go viral, but it was let's go comma viral because your name is viral. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't let's go viral, but I would also, you get it. Celts 100 to win 23. Let's go switch. Let's get it, baby. Anyway, all the plays are up on SoBet. Like he said, all the plays are on SoBet. Go to my profile, hit the link tree, hop on SoBet. You get the discount to get on there, and you get all my plays every single day. And we feast on Vegas, and that's what we do. That's what we're here to do, and that's what we do. So get involved, baby. And if we get 38 more follows, I'm gonna share another free play from there. Damn, Colby, you're doing huge plays. Is that a normal unit size for you? 5.5 grand? Like, what's your normal size? So anyway, we got Little on the mound, Criswell on the mound for the Red Sox, 109 whip, 28 Ks and 29 innings. We like what we've seen from both of them. The Rays offense is starting to click. That's a little bit concerning. That's my only thing. So that's why I don't have the play. If you want to go under, I prefer the under to the over in this spot, but I don't really think there's a ton of value on it. Just because they've been going better. Noah G, appreciate the follow. 37 more follows. I didn't say Rangers under. I said the under 3.5 in the first 5 of the Blue Jays game. Michael, under 3.5 in the first 5 of the Blue Jays game. But if we get 37 more follows, I will share another play from the SoBet site. I'm going to be honest. Everybody's been going pretty slow with the follows, and that's fine. That's your choice. But now Sean Dogg's going against Gallo. Honestly, Sean Dogg, I haven't had an enemy in a while. I appreciate you coming in here. You're not very talented at what you do, but I appreciate, the sparring match. I appreciate coming in here. Comment, appreciate the follow. If we get up to 36 more follows, then I'll share another one of these plays from the SoBet, but I'll still be answering people's questions. We'll still get into it. Under 11 in the Braves Cubs. So the wind is blowing out crazy. So I'm staying away from the over-under. Obviously, they could keep the ball on the ground and it sails under, but it's going crazy. 35 more follows. 35 more follows to get to one more play from the SoBet site. Are we going to rent an apartment and gamble? Gambling's not like the main income stream, but we're up 17 units on the MLB season so far. So at $100 units, that's $1,700. We're not looking to make a living off that, but $1,700 is a nice $1,700 to have. Also, I do live in Manhattan, so the homes aren't coming cheap. Team total Celtics 58.5 first half. Uh, I could leave it or take it. Just signed up for SoBet. Let's get it. Quick question. VIP plays are those are all props. What was the play I said before? I said it was the under 3.5 in the first 5. What percent of the parlays hit? I don't do parlays, Cam. Parlays are not a good way to make money. I every once in a blue moon I'll do one for fun or whatever. But yeah. Um Rangers Phillies under point. You're taking the Nerfy in that spot. I don't hate that. That's decent play. Giants or Jets. I'm a Bills fan, so I have to hate on the Jets. Blue Jays winning, most likely, but I prefer the under 3.5. Under 3.5 in the first 5, Harame. Under 3.5 in the first 5 of the Blue Jays White Sox game. It's Kikuchi against Crochet. I don't own a car. You're right. I don't own a car. That would be a weird thing to do. Should I put 10 grand on Giants? If 10 grand is 1 unit for you, then yes. They even have a driver's license. I do. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the numbers on it? Do you want to scan the barcode? I don't like Braves money line today. There's no value on it. I think the Cubs have a shot at winning this game. I also don't. It's just not worth the price you're paying for the Braves. 34 more fouls. Logan Webb over 2.5 Ks. He's not a big strikeout guy. I think it hits, but he's not a big strikeout guy. Justice, appreciate the follow. We need 33 more. Sean's mad because he wants the Catholic Church to sue me. He's not Catholic, but he's still really mad at me, apparently for offending the Catholic Church, and he really wants me to know the Catholic Church is going to sue me, but not on behalf of him. Yeah, that's why we're staying away from the Cubs game. We're staying away from the over-under. It's just when the wind is that crazy, anything could happen. The ball could sail out of the yard, or things could go crazy, or it could all be ground balls. It goes under. Any team could win because the wind's flying out. You get a couple lucky pop flies. So we're just staying away from that across the board. Way too much variance in that spot. Orioles, yes. I meant to talk about Orioles. We'll get into it. We talked about the Red Sox. Talked about the Red Sox Rays. We leaned under in the spot, but we stayed away. Cigar Boys, appreciate the follow. 32 more. 32 more. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Sean Dog follows a very specific type of people on Twitter. I'm gonna guess he's probably like an Elon Musk fan. Maybe like Turning Point USA as well, something like that. Ben Shapiro, he likes like the squeaky mouse voice thing. Just based on all his talks being like very clearly regurgitated from a specific type of person. I was partially listening until you said Catholics suing you was the reason I was staying away. No, the Catholics are not suing me for staying away from the Cubs game. How much did I put on the Giants? 1.35 units, Cam. 1.35 units. Rockies not terrible at plus money. But anyway, I said I'd talk about the Orioles. We're going to look at Orioles real quick. Best up too early win today. So you're upset about homeless people, Sean Dog, and you think Elon Musk is cool. So you're just not much of a critical thinker is what I'm getting at. You don't understand correlation. You don't understand like how an economy works or the impact of the way that businesses basically rule this country and influence the entire government. All right, that actually checks out. So it's Lynn against Bradish. Bradish is kind of tough this year. He's been up and down. Same deal with Lynn. So you're just dumb. I didn't realize that. Okay, I thought you were like a specific sort of person, but you're just dumb. Okay, so 1.32 WHIP. It's only been 13 innings. He does have 17 Ks. We like that. We appreciate that. The Cardinals do strike out at a decent clip. Lance Lynn is throwing for the Cards. He can blow up at any point. If the people want mutes, give me a yes or a no for keeping Sean. If the people want Sean, then we'll keep him. If they want him muted, then we'll mute him. This is a democracy, by the way, Sean. Just for a record, this is how like a literal democracy works. All right. The people have spoken. Sorry, Sean. It's good to get feedback on the personality, though. All right, Sean's out. Let's lock in. Let's go. BB said keep him. He said ignore. Damn. Send him to the showers. My problem with Elon. All right, we'll do a little Elon rant, and then we'll get into, did I get 50 followers? No, we do need 30 more follows before we can share one more SoBet play. We're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about Elon just for a moment. This is my reason I hate Elon Musk. He has a massive, massive, massive platform. He has control over information because he owns Twitter. He bought Twitter so he could control it. He spent a ton of money on it, got a terrible deal, but did it. And now he controls information and he pushes his agenda. This is the biggest issue with billionaires right now. Bezos owns the Washington Post. It's the ability to control information, to influence an algorithm, to influence what people are reading. And then you lie to people, and then you get people to support what you want to do, which is bad for them. It's bad for them, but you get people to support it because you're feeding them false information. You're keeping them from the truth. That is the war right now that we're fighting, is a propaganda war. So anything he wants people to believe, he can push them to believe. Electric vehicles so far haven't even been a sustainable impact on the earth. The Cybertruck is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. And then just on a very simple level, not getting into everything else, he's just so corny. His sense of humor is so bad. It's so bad. He's got this Reddit incel vibe, like grown-ass man, more money than God, pretend business owner, and just such a bad personality. I just want, like, he's so embarrassing. You get a free so bet play. There was also Twitter before us to an extent, but it's worse with him, and he has a more clear agenda. And then he talks about how people need to work harder. He said, we're going to fire this much of Twitter and they're going to have to work harder. Well, he's CEO of 3 companies. He's CEO of 3 companies. So the maximum he could possibly do if he never slept, never ate, never showered would be work 8-hour days for each of his company. Anyway, you guys want to talk about sports? We can talk about sports. But just so you know, when I have an opinion about anything else, I'm also right about that. Futures bet we mentioned earlier. So I got Yankees locked in at plus 900. If you can get plus 800 or better, I still think there's good value on the Yankees future. Obviously, the Dodgers are looking disgusting, but we know they like to choke in the playoffs. There's not going to be any real value on that. Referral code is Petey, but if you go to my profile, you hit the link tree. The top one will be so that it'll automatically input the referral code. You can get involved. You'll get all my plays that way. So we need 30 more follows, and I'll share another play from the SoBet. But right now we're talking about the Cards, Orioles. Then we'll talk about bankroll management, and we'll talk about some futures. So anyway, it's Bradish against Lynn, which are both like pretty unpredictable pitchers. I would ride O's in this spot, but we have to see what sort of value we're getting. Because Bradish, it's been a short period, but he is striking out a high number of people, which gives me more confidence in him long term. Philly's money line is good, but the price is wrong. The first free play was under 3.5 for the first 5 innings in the Blue Jays-White Sox game. So, all right, looking at the Orioles for a money line spot today. Pulling up Odds Jam to see which is the best line. We're getting minus 146. I can't play it at minus 146. Sonny Gray's nasty. We said that yesterday. Pickopedia is my SoBet. Yeah, Morgan, go to my profile, hit the link tree, and the top link is SoBet, and you get all my plays that way. Friend who wants it. Today we got under 3.5. Under 3.5 for the first 5 of the Blue Jays White Sox game, and if we get 32 more fouls, we're going to share another play from the SoBet. 30 more fouls. 30 more fouls, and it's another free play. So just go to Pickopedia, Morgan. Carlos, what's the dots about? All right, so we talked about Orioles. I lean Orioles in the spot, but it's not worth it at the money line, so we're staying away. It's not worth the price, so we're staying away. First 5, Blue Jays, White Sox, under 3.5. Someone said Pirates. Let's talk about Pirates. They're playing San Francisco today. We got Logan Webb on the mound. I'm not going to fade Logan Webb. You're getting the money line at up to minus 135. Let's see if we got anything better than that. We are seeing minus 127 on Penny, minus 134 on Bailey, 131 on Bovada. If you can get it at minus 135 or better, I would take the Giants money line. I think that's strong. Logan Webb, we love him. He's been getting better. Travis, yeah, get involved. Yeah, run those follows up. 29 more fouls, and I'll share another free play from the SoBet. But yeah, Travis, I appreciate the love. Anytime you're ready to join the movement, you hop to the profile, click on the links, follow the SoBet, and involve. Sergio, I appreciate the follow. We need 28 more. What do I think for a 5-leg parlay? I think don't do a 5-leg parlay. That's a bad idea. That's a waste of money. Parlays are a trap. That's how Vegas gets your money. Houston, let's talk about it. So to recap real quick, we like Giants. In the Giants-Pirates game, we like Giants. We talked about Mets-Guardians. We like Guardians. We talked about Padres-Reds. We don't really like anything there. We lean under. Nerfy might be something. Appreciate it, sports. Rangers game, I lean under in that spot. I really like Ranger Suarez. I think that Gray could be decent for them. The Phillies aren't hitting quite as well the last week or so. I lean under, but not a great parlay. Damn, congrats, Scott. Brewers today with Gasser. We could talk about Brewers. Brewers up against Miami. Brewers sold yesterday, giving up 2 runs giving up a run in the ninth and losing in extras. So Gasser, not a lot of intel on him so far. He's only had 2 starts in his career, but it's 11 innings, 6 Ks, 0.82 WHIP. The reason I don't love Gasser so far is because he only has 6 Ks in 11 innings. So the 0.82 WHIP to me is like, it's such a small sample size. I can't be in love with your 0.82 WHIP because you're not doing it via strikeouts. I'm not disliking him, but to me, he's still a big unknown. I don't know what to see from him yet. I've only seen him pitch for like an inning. He's only thrown 11 career big league innings. So that's why I'm staying away from the Brewers game. We just don't know what to expect from him. Trevor Rogers, he's bad. For that reason alone, I would lean Brewers. But again, Gasser is such a big question mark. I don't want to do it. I don't want to ride a play with a massive question mark on the mound. We're leaning so much on our reads of pitchers that to take a play with a rookie pitcher who's only had 2 starts ever and we don't really know what to expect doesn't feel like worth it. Reds game, we lean under in that spot. The Nerfy could have some value. That's what we like. Again, 28 more fouls, and I'll share another free play from the SoBet. But we already talked about the under 3.5 in the first 5 for the White Sox Blue Jays game. We do like Skeens, but Skeens is one of the most hyped. We watched him in the minors. He's an exception because he's an exceptional young man. Ranger 8. No, yeah, we don't care too much about record, but that is strong. All right, what else are we looking at? I said I'd talk about a future. Let me see. Let me see if we can find something. I said I would look at some futures for you guys today. So let's look at some futures. Keep the likes coming, shares coming, follows coming. And if we get to 28 more follows, I will share another free play from the SoBet. Orioles parlay with Astros. That's okay. I don't love it. Don't think the value's there. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad at you if you did it. Jordan, appreciate the follow. We need 27 more. Daily T, appreciate the follow. We need 26 more follows for the free play. Run it up. See how easy it is. We can make this happen. We can make everyone's dreams come true with just a few tip taps of the screen. All right. We're looking at some futures right now. Allie, appreciate it. Chad Sneed, appreciate it. We're down to 24 more is all we need. 24 more. Run for heels. 23 more fouls. Colin, 22 more fouls. Oh, the Fiends are putting in work right now. They're rolling in. We need 22 more fouls and we can make it happen. Sam with the foul. We need 21 more. We're getting there, baby. Yankees and Padres money line. I don't hate that. I don't hate that play. I'm not a big parlay guy. You're never really going to see much of that from me, but I'm not mad about that specifically. Accidentally parlayed today, so I plays. Not recommended, but let's make some dreams come true. Do I like KC money line? We could talk about it. I'm looking at some futures right here. That's why I'm a little slower on this because I want to look at some of these futures that people are asking about. But if we get 20 more follows, I will share one more play from the SoBet slate today. And if you want all those picks, go to the profile, hit the link. Top one is SoBet, and we'll get involved. So we need 20 more fouls to unlock it, fan. That's just what we do out here. That's just how we do. That's just how we operate on this. Try a different app. The layout was confusing. Yeah, we don't love that. Yankees money line at the Guards game tonight. I like Guards. I'm not taking it because I don't love the value on it, but I do like Guards. I think that's a strong play today. If you want to just root for the home team, I'm in support of you. A lot of people ask about Yankees money line. We can look. All right, I'll look at Yankees money line real quick before we get to some of these futures. Shout out to the Twitter stream who could see this right now, but it's Yankees at minus 155. So, I rarely take a money line play at higher than minus 140. Texas, appreciate the foul. We need 19 more fouls. No refouls. 19 more fouls. Cam, chill, bro. Don't be doing something like that. If you're being serious and you're not fucking around, just quit gambling today. I'm not kidding. We talk about unit size. We talk about having a bankroll that we never, ever need to touch. Literally ever. Like consider it like something you wouldn't withdraw until you're retiring. Cam, I'm glad to hear it. I just gotta be careful. You never know. Exactly, Travis. You get it cheaper through the link in the profile. But if we get 19 more fouls, I will share it. We like Schmidt on the mound. He's up against Wu. Here's the thing: the Mariners pitching is underrated. Schmidt's coming off a really great game, and Schmidt is kind of undervalued. Less so now because he was so strong in his last game. He woke some people up. We hit on the Yankees in that spot. We hit on the under in that spot. That was a real easy feast because of Schmidt. I think Brian Wu, he's barely pitched so far this season, but his numbers have been great through that time. .62 whip. The Mariners pitching has been really strong. I could see an under in this spot. I think that's more value. And if you wanted to go like a Schmidt 6+ Ks prop, that would be strong. 6+ Ks would be strong. Um, Crazy. Appreciate the follow. We need 18 more follows. 18 more follows for another one. Yeah, it's $9.95 a month if you use my link. $9.95 a month. You get access to the whole app. You get access to all my plays every single day. Access to everyone else's plays as well. You can filter by sport, by cap, or whatever. But yeah, we just have paywalled. It's basically just paywalled sports betting content. And I got 3,000 people in there. It's a great community, and we just lock in and we ride the plays every single day. And then you see recaps. I'll occasionally drop like a specific video in there for SoBet talking about bankroll management or different sports betting strategies, or like things where we can hedge bonuses against each other, like little arbitrage betting opportunities, things like that. In and out. That's the best way to go. And if we get 17 more follows, and I will share another free play from the SoBet. But anyway, in the Yankees game, my best play would be taking the Schmidt over on Ks, or taking the under in that game. I'm not going to take the Yankees money line against a good pitcher at -155. It just doesn't make sense. Dodgers first 5 money line, still pretty juicy, but I don't hate it. So I'm going to try to find a long shot, I mean, they're all long shot, but a long shot future that we could sprinkle for MLB. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm going to read off some numbers, see if everything. The biggest L I ever took was in the Bills. I'm a Bills fan, so I'll occasionally do a reckless Bills money line play, like not the plays I give out. I don't give out any Bills plays because that's the one team that no matter what, I'm always riding with. I can't see straight, and I have to admit to myself, I can't see straight. I'm a Bills homer. That's what it is. But the Bills 13-second game, I actually had the Bills money line in that for like several $1,000s. No, it wasn't this year. It was the 13-second. It was a 13 seconds game in 21. I had a huge play on that. It was the books were recently legal. The app, so way more access to actually betting on it. Wide right, wide right, wide right. I hear you. 60 more plays, follows, and I'll share another free play from the SoBet. Astros money line, it's too juicy. Anyway, we're looking at some futures right now. You were there, Brandon? Damn. I was there in a lot of Bills playoffs games the last 4 years, but all home games. Bob, appreciate the follow. We need 15 more. I don't do NHL Robot. Appreciate it. 14 more. But if you're on SoBet, we have NHL-specific cappers. Appreciate the gifts, Raja. Yankees money line. Again, we lean under if anything in there. Under if anything. Yankees money line is too juicy. Yeah, Brandon. I did have the over in that as well, so that was kind of a late comeback. But yeah, give me some nerfies today. Phillies is a decent nerfie. Reds game is a decent nerfie. Any overs today? I don't have any overs on the SoBet site today, but I could take a look for an over. We're going to find a future right here. I'm going to read some futures. Again, 14 more follows, and I'm sharing another play from the SoBet, but I'm going to read some futures right now, and I want some feedback from the group. Maybe we do a fun squad ride future just for a sprinkle that we can ride in. The future I gave out preseason was Yankees World Series +900. I'll do another one in my SoBet, another future soon. Londo, appreciate the follow. We need 13 more. But I'm going to look through some futures for World Series and winning the AL or NL and see what you guys think. Right now, the World Series, Dodgers are 325, Braves 425, Yankees are +600. Shout out me, I got them at +900. We need 11 more follows. Orioles +700, Phillies 800, Astros 1100, Rangers 13, Mariners 2000. Minnesota +2500, Cubs +3500, Guardians +3500. Nico, appreciate it. We need 10 more. Can we hold on for a second? Guardians +3500. Nelson, appreciate the follow. We need 9 more. Guardians +3500 to win the World Series. Is that crazy? Cam, +3500 means it pays 35 to 1. So the number on plus means that number divided by 100 is what you would get. Or it means that's what you would get if you bet $100. So 3,500 means $100 would be you plus 3,500, so it's 35 to 1. Guardians at +3,500. Is that crazy? Like, I'm not saying they probably win, but they're definitely more than 3% likelihood of winning. Their pitching staff is streaky, which is really scary. It's the Yankees. Minus means more likely but worse payout. You don't want minus or plus. You just want a line that is paying better than the likelihood of it happening. So a plus 200 play that's 40% likely to hit is a good play. A minus 150 play that's 55% likely to hit is a bad play. Astros where the value is. I know there's some value on Astros, but they're not really giving us value. It's only 11-1. Like if Astros were valued like any other team with the record right now, and it's 50-1, yeah, I would hammer it. I wouldn't hammer it. You don't hammer long shots. But at 11-1, there's not really value on the Astros. You have 14-1. I'm looking at Bally right now, so I'm sure it's different from 1-1. Okay, good to know. The value Giants Pirates. Giants money line is the value. Giants are minus 135, but I think the odds of the Giants winning are stronger than minus 135, meaning I think they're about 60%. Like I don't do an algorithm, so I don't give like exact, but I would put them in over 60% likelihood of winning. I would take that play up to like minus 145. So at minus 135, I like it. Cubs, Braves, Nerfy. No, the wind's going crazy there. Dylan, appreciate the follow. We need 7 more follows. 7 more follows. Marvin, appreciate it. 6 more follows. And I'll share another play from the Soba. So anyway, Guardians at 35-1 is some value. Phillies at 8-1 is some value. They've been really strong and their pitching's really good. You've got Aaron Nola, you've got Ranger Suarez, you've got one more guy that is really obvious, and I'm forgetting his name, but is nasty. And it really takes 3 to 4 strong, reliable starters to go deep. And we don't need to talk about their hitting. User, we're talking about a full MLB season. We're not talking about one day to another. We had 8 straight winning days. At some point during the MLB season, Zach Wheeler, there you go. At some point during the MLB season, I'm statistically likely to have a 5-day losing streak. That I'm prepared for that. That's why I'm going to manage my bankroll. We already had an 8-day win streak, a 6-day win streak, a 6-day win streak. At some point, I'm going to lose 5 days in a row just because we're going to play 180 straight days. And statistically speaking, the odds say there's over a 90% chance that doing 3 plays a day at some point, I'm going to lose 3 days in a row. Those are just the odds, and I know that, and I'm at peace with that, and that's why I manage my bankroll, and I know over the season, I'm going to profit. Over month to month, we're going to win the majority of the weeks. We're going to win the majority of the months. We're going to lose like 40% of the days. I mean, we've lost only like 30% of the days right now, maybe even 25%, which is crazy. But at some point, like we're going to lose 30% of the days. We went 5-2 last week on days. We went 14-5-1 on our actual plays. But that's just how it works. That is real. It doesn't matter how good you are, how good your analysis is, how good your reads are. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs, and you need to stick to bankroll management, or you're going to get screwed. Because if I lost, and I go, we're going crazy. Damn, Caleb, what'd you get it at? That's again, that's the reason why I try to share all the books and all the plays so we can get the same. But if you're riding all the plays consistently, and you're doing the unit sizes that I recommend, and your unit is consistent, then you're up. That is just a fact of the matter. If you're not being consistent with doing all the plays, you're not being consistent with your unit size, all of that, then I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict that. Those aren't the plays I give up. Anyway, 5 more files, and I'll share another play from the Soba. Yankees money line is not good value. Yeah, Beep, let's go. Bet NFL, yes. We do NFL, we do college football, college basketball, NBA. Most I ever won on a play. The biggest come up I've ever had was poker tournament I won. It was $1,000 entry, and I won 32K off it. Damn, Colby, that's why we got to bankroll manage. That's what people do way too much. The first play I shared is under 3.5 in the first 5 innings of the Blue Jays White Sox. Exactly. If you're on SoBet and you want to do some of the plays and not the others, that's fine. But if you don't get the same results as us, you have to accept that. And that's fine. You can use SoBet however you want. You could treat it as analysis to inform your decisions. You can look at what everyone's saying and make your decisions based on all the intel you're getting. You can look at every capper on every game and make your decision. You can do whatever you want. You can choose someone who you think sucks and you can fade them. But when I post my plays, I post the unit size, I post the book we got it on, I post the value we got it at. And I send them when we got them. So if you're doing the things I say, you'll have the same results as me. And that's the only thing I can speak to is if you do the things I tell you to do, what your results will be. If you do something different, I don't know what's going to happen. It could be better. If you're lucky, it could be worse if you're not. But if you're not doing what I'm telling you to do, then I don't know what your results are going to be. Why does Vegas hate KC? Um, they're not massively overrated, but the pitching, there's huge variance from pitcher to pitcher. Mateo, appreciate the follow. We need 4 more plays. And I'll say this for me and for every capper on this. If you see a video, if you follow them on, you have a paid subscription, whatever, you follow them anywhere. If you agree with the analysis and the analysis is good consistently, you should ride those plays. Don't really even worry as much about results. Worry about the analysis. Yesterday we gave out Brewers money line. That was the right play. Alex has been one of the OGs riding different sports, different seasons, does his own analysis, looks at other guys, rides their plays. He's up money, and it's because of bankroll management and consistency. Run a SoBet ladder challenge as an option for giggles. I could do a 5-day challenge, and if you follow the Lock Hub account, I've been doing a Nerfy ladder. I can do that for giggles. I just for giggles. It's tiny like quarter unit type deal. Red Sox money line isn't great today, but the one thing I'll say about any capper you're following on social media, on a paid platform, whatever, focus on their analysis. Is their analysis good and is it consistent? Because if I said take these 3 and I give no explanation and they hit, maybe I just got lucky. Anyone could do that. But if the analysis is consistently good, these are good reads. If the long-term record is good, this guy knows what they're doing. Brewers money line yesterday, they choked in the 9th. I stand by that play 10 times out of 10 times. I will take it again and again and again. We lost. Padres, we took Padres money line. We got kind of lucky because we expected Cease to do better than he did. He did worse, but we hit better against the Braves bullpen. Okay, that's going to happen. We're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plays across the course of a season. You hope the luck evens out and the analysis is consistent and good, and we're finding value in the plays. That's it. Best game to put 1K on. I can't speak to the size of the bet. My favorite game today, if you want some, is the first 5 in the Blue Jays White Sox game, under 3.5 runs scored. But that is a 1.1 unit play to win 1 unit. So I don't know what your unit size is. If your unit's $1,000, then yeah. D-backs money line might be sneaky. Nice, Alex. What website do I bet on? I use all the books except for the ones I'm banned from, and I use OddsJam to see all the books together. By the way, 4 more files. I'm sharing another play. Breakdown for a pitching matchup for the 641 games. If we get 4 more files, I'll share one of the plays, and that'll include a pitching matchup. I just need 4 more files to share because it's tradition, and we're so close. We need 4 more files. I'll share 1 more play from the SoBet. We already talked about under 3.5 in the first 5 for the Blue Jays White Sox game, and the reason for that is Yusei Kikuchi, nasty lefty. Crochet for the White Sox, nasty lefty. No one notices him because he's on that. But yeah, why am I banned from the apps? For sharing, they don't actually give you a reason, but I would say it's because I'm publicly talking about how much the books are trying to scam you, the shady stuff they do, all the ways they try to trick you, how much money they're spending on investing to try to get you to be addicts. The books are vile, disgusting, horrible business. Yeah, Pick'em AB. If you want to find me on there, it's Pick'em PD. If anyone wants all my profile, hop to all my picks, go to my profile, hit the link tree. Top thing is SoBet. You get on SoBet, you get all my plays every single day. Appreciate the follow. We need 3 more files for 1 more free play. Banned for no reason. It happens. Cam, something I treat myself to if I won big. Well, I don't really win big. I stack units over the long term. It's about, we're up like 17 units on MLB. It's running those up again and again. I don't do like huge plays. Occasionally I'll be bad. Niners, appreciate the follow. We need 2 more. Most of them are probably DraftKings, but ESPN Bet, actually. ESPN Bet is so shady. What's up with Pausch? I just connected with them. It's a similar genre. And I've got a following of people that are betting on sports. I know there's a heavy overlap with crypto. It's a fun tale, and I wanted to get involved in that, and they wanted someone who's in this space to talk about it. Obviously, they paid me to do it. So I turned down a lot of that stuff to get paid to do, but I thought they had a good vibe, good energy, and it fit with what I'm doing. And I'm not going to say, like, this is the coin you should get on, this is the one. But, Mateo, appreciate the follow. We need 1 more. But anything with pushing a coin is everyone gets involved. It's literally like everyone gets involved, and if you push it and everyone locks in and everyone diamond hands, then we hit a really high peak. Obviously, if you get it at the wrong time, that's not the case. So, because I have a community, because of that, because they seem like a good community where everyone's going to push it, that's the key to it. It's not about value speculation. It's literally just everyone saying, we're just going to keep it. How much Doge do I own? A decent amount. I used to work for an investment bank, so I couldn't do any of that. So it's a recent purchase, but I'm on Doge. I'm on Doge recently, so I'm up like 13% since I got in. Next is appreciate the file, Jay Hill, Jorge. Appreciate all the files. I'm about to read one of the plays from the SoBet. If you want these plays every single day, go to my profile, hit the link tree, hop on SoBet, get involved. I'm going to read one of these plays because you guys earned it, because you followed me. I know it's a grind today, but we did it. We got it. You earned it. So I'm giving you another play from the SoBet. This is how it looks like. And if you want all these plays every single day, hop to the profile, hit the link, get on SoBet, get all my plays every single day. We have 5 straight winning weeks, and this week we're going for 6 in a row, so let's make it happen. All right, here's the play. Are you ready? Are you locked in? Pens and pencils out, notepads out, lock in, focus, pop your addy, get ready. We got Giants, money line, minus 135 on DK, 1.35 units to win 1 unit. So again, Giants, money line, minus 135 on DK. That's the best value we found at 1.35 units to win 1 unit. So a unit is 2% of your bankroll. So this should be 2.7% of your bankroll on this play. The reason, Logan Webb is coming off a gem of a game, 6 innings, 0 earned runs, only 3 hits against one of the best offenses in baseball, the Dodgers. He was disgusting last year. And then he had kind of a slow start this year, and people thought he's bad. He's locked in. He's looking like his old self. And last week absolutely proved that when he torched the Dodgers. Pittsburgh has been awful against righties this year. 28th in average, 221, 29th in OPS, 30th in slugging percentage, 28th in weighted run creation. That's bottom 5 in all relevant hitting stats against righties. And they're facing one of the best righties. Look at Martin Perez's baseball savant profile. Horrible. 20-ish percentile in most pitching categories. Started the season decent, but he's been horrible lately. 16 earned runs and 27 hits in his last 15.1 innings. A joke. A joke. His promo on Prize Picks, it's not about the dub, but those are specific stats. Perez has a 5.47 expected ERA, a 1.5 whip, and 298 expected batting average against. And that's after a strong start to the season. Giants are swinging a hot bat against lefties last 2 weeks. 4th in average at 287, 9th in OPS, and 9th in weighted run creation. Really strong numbers across the board. We love the way the Giants offense matches up. We love how badly the Pirates offense matches up. And we love Logan Webb. This is a great value play. I know it's minus 135, and that's a tiny bit juicy, but I would take this play at minus 150. I might even take it at minus 155. So that's what I mean when I talk about value. I mean, are we getting a better line than it should be? Minus 180 when it should be minus 200 is good value. Plus 100 when it should be plus 105 is bad value. It's about value relative to what they get. Cam, if that's your play, do your thing, baby. Gee, I literally just read it out. If you want all my plays, go to my profile, hit the link, get on SoBet. You get all my plays every single day. You get a discount if you use that link on my profile too, and it's less than $10 a month. But the play I shared already is Giants money line. Appreciate the files. Appreciate everyone who's showing love for me giving out these plays. Listen, for real, I appreciate you guys. I come in here and I say get on my SoBet, and I say subscribe to my stuff, get on my plays, follow me, blah 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 blah. I don't want to do that shit, but we got to do what we got to do because this is how I get value on the work and the analysis I'm giving and sharing publicly. That's what I do. And I appreciate you coming in and staying in the chat, giving questions so we can talk about the analysis, people asking good questions, understanding how we find value, understanding bankroll management, understanding the scams that Vegas is running on us, the reason everybody loses in sports betting, all these things so we can actually beat Vegas. And no, I'm hyperbolic when I talk. I'm not talking about we all get $1 million and Vegas is burnt to a crisp. But quite literally, we got 3,000 people on SoBet right now, a little over 3,000 now on my SoBet personally. Everybody's riding on Vegas. Everybody is using these good habits. Vegas will bend the knee. They will because they need us to be bad. They need us to be reckless. They need us to be doing parlays, live bets, constant bad habits. That's what they need. And the more we educate sports bettors and show them how to actually be winning and have discipline and sustain profit over the long term, it's not about massive profit. It's just profit and not giving the books your money. Now they're spending all this money in advertising, and the people that they're getting on the books aren't profiting on them. And then Vegas has to change things. Now they give a little bit less juice because they have to change them. Now they're giving even bigger deposit bonuses because they need more people. They need more fiends. And then we take those deposit bonuses and we get even more money. That's what it's all about. D1 Yep, can I answer a question, bro? Do you got a question? I'll answer the question. I'm in here talking about how much I appreciate you people and how important it is what we're doing. And this guy says, stop yapping. All right, I get it, bro. What's your question? KC or Detroit? We prefer the under in that game, but no strong play. Brewers today, decent, but no good value on it. Bobby, I haven't seen you in a while. I saw a question from Bobby in there. I appreciate the follows, everyone. Bobby, if I missed you, run that question back. At Vegas will perish. Yes, Alex, let's go. Mets over Guardians, Rangers over Phillies. We like Guardians. We don't like Rangers. I don't like either of those plays. Guardians is decent. Phillies is way too pricey, but decent. Cassie, appreciate the follow. No, I understand, Bobby. Good for you. You got to take a break sometime. Vegas got nothing on us. Let's go. Yankees win today? Probably, but the value is bad. If you want anything, I would say probably the Schmidt K prop would be the best value you could see in that spot. Yeah, that's what I would say. But again, everyone who wants all the plays, hop to the profile, get on SoBet, get all my plays every single day. And, follow me on everything. Get on the Twitter, get on the Twitch stream, get on the YouTube, get on the Instagram. Tinez, appreciate the follow. Absolute lock. You know there's no such thing, brother. You know how this goes. Favorite play I shared today is the Giants money line. I'm not going to give you 3 plays. If you want the 3 plays that I post every single day on SoBet, it's in my links, in my profile. Get involved. Nerfy in the Giants game is okay. But again, if you want all the plays, that's where you get them. Schmidt 5-6 plus for Schmidt. Cubs game over. The wind is going crazy, so the over is huge. It might hit, it might not. It's all dependent on the wind. I'm staying away. Brewers last night, absolute solid. Let's go, Blaka. So we also talked futures today. We covered a lot, so definitely get in the stream. We're 12:30. 12:30 is when we stream. I'll let people know if it's a different time, but we talked some futures today. We went over a lot of plays. I'm going to do a quick recap on the things we shared today before I hop off. Quick recap on the comments I made. But again, if you want all my plays, go to my profile, hit SoBet. We have 5 straight winning weeks, and we're going for 6 right now. Yeah, Jason. Celtics spread. I'm staying away from that game. Staying away from Celtics today. How I feel about the Nets today? Nets? Black, I appreciate the follow. All right, so to quick recap on the plays we talked about today. These aren't the plays I have on SoBet. These are just responding to people's questions, giving leans. We lean Guardians. We lean under in the Padres game. We like the Giants money line. We lean under in the Phillies game. We lean Brewers, but it's not good value. We're staying away from the Twins-Nats game completely. Don't touch it. Don't like it. We lean under in the Red Sox game. We lean under in the Yankees game. We like, this is an actual play for the Blue Jays game, under 3.5 in the first 5 of the Blue Jays-White Sox game. We're staying away from the Cubs-Braves game. Crazy win, staying away completely. Celtics, I just don't like huge spreads. Too much variance in the huge spread. In the Orioles game, we're staying away as well. A lot of variables there. We like Orioles, but way too much juice. Raka, that would be the case if I only used one book and if my unit size were massive. And you know that I actually am banned on several of the books. But on the books that I remain active on, I spread out the action across different books and I keep a small unit size. I would do bigger units, but that's exactly how it goes. Appreciate the follow, Matt. Appreciate the follow, Sergio. The shares, card, Sergio, everyone sharing it. Banned on the books. I've talked about it a bunch. They don't give you a reason. So Raka is just another. It's always people don't have a profile picture that come in specifically to give hate. Like it's totally. If you don't want to get involved, it's totally fine. Can someone get you on some books, Kevin? I don't know. Sounds like sketchy stuff going on. Alex, appreciate the follow. Anyway, and to wrap it up, yeah, we like Houston money line, but we don't like the price, and we think there's maybe some value on Colorado. So that recaps all the plays we talked about today. Once you start winning, I don't know that that's always the case. If you a reason books ban you will be B-Swag. Appreciate the follow. Good to know, John. Yeah, no, I'm not here to encourage gambling. I'm here to encourage good gambling habits, Raka. And I know. What was the question? Once you start winning a lot, they ban you. The reason books will ban you a lot of times will be if you go huge. If you're like, say you're $100, $100, then you're like $1,000, they'll see any erratic movement and you win in those huge plays. Like maybe he's got some information or maybe he's arbitrage betting. So we got to stay away. What's going on there? And then the other thing would be arbitrage betting. You have to keep your units the same. So say I'm normally a $100 unit guy. You can range from 100 to 300. That's fine, but $100 unit, I might do 2 units, I might do 3 units, I might do 1 unit. But arbitrage betting, you can use if you go to OddsJam in my links, they show you arbitrage betting. But the way it works is you bet if you have 2 books with very different lines, you take the one side, then you take the opposite on the other book. And OddsJam calculates the amount you should risk on both sides and the percentage that you're going to take from it. So maybe you win 5 or 10 or 15 bucks on everyone, and you do like 20 arbitrage plays, right? For people on the Twitter stream, I'll actually show the arbitrage screen here on OddsJam. But anyway, it's when you have a mismatch in the market and you can get on both sides of a play and guarantee a profit. Like that's how arbitrage betting works. But the books talk to each other. So if I change my unit size for the arbitrage plays, because it's guaranteed victory, and I go 100, 100, 100, then I go 2K, and then I also have 2K on another book, they'll be like, okay, this is probably an arbitrage play, and you'll get banned. Prize Picks. Yeah, Prize Picks I don't love. It's usually trash. Middling is similar as well. Yeah, if you're losing, they're never going to ban you if you're losing. But if you start winning and your size changes a lot, they think you either have inside information or you're doing arbitrage betting or you're just good. If you win a ton on props specifically when it's much smaller markets, they'll ban you. Well, they won't ban you. They'll limit your bet size. So say you're trying to risk 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bucks. Suddenly you'll be like max bet will be 50 bucks because they don't want the bad publicity of banning you, but they'll limit you significantly. I said I lean under Q1. It's not one of my plays that I have on SoBet today. I don't love the play, but I do lean under if I had to take a side. But again, the 3 plays that I like today, my 3 favorite plays, they're up on SoBet. I post them there every single day. You can go to my profile, hit the link, get on SoBet. But one last thing I'll say before I go, I have the under 3.5 for the first 5 innings of the Blue Jays White Sox game. That's what I'm saying, Anthony. It's that sort of thing I'm talking about. T-Squeeze, appreciate the follow. Appreciate everyone who followed, who liked, who got involved, everyone who hopped on the SoBet. Keep riding with us. We got a big day coming. Get involved. Stay involved. Let's feast on Vegas. Stick to bankroll management. Do your thing. Love all you, except for the ones I hate. Cheers.